I picked you up, and it like, at this point, I'm like, I've like convinced someone that like,
Yeah.
this dude's totally still with it.
Yeah.
He fucking is a genius. He's
Keep
got
that,
this shit.
maybe subtitles there. He fucking is a genius, just so we...
He's got this shit.
If you're not, you got the word about if you park over there, they'll tow your car. Are you guys really from Austin? Don't hold that against them. All right, I'm just all of these guys can hurt me because they're young and they're, you know. Anyway, they're called spray paint. They're from Austin. And they're young. And you're here and we're 10 minutes behind, so enjoy. We've been on tour with Ben Wallers. That's been a real treat. He's next.
The Mighty Rebel is next.
The Mighty Rebel. A total psychopath.
Can I get another Dr. Pepper, please, from the bar? Thank you.
This is a really boring conversation. The guys brought me down here to hang out and have fun, and it's just not going anywhere. Yeah, I know. I try to put everything into my songs, and I don't really have anything left to give in real life.
Driving along the A505 towards Cambridge, past the research science lab, Syngenta. Don't resist the urge to lean out the passenger window and shout, all swans are faggots. All swans are faggots. Fuck Syngenta.
Rad. It's making a off brake look like a leg brake. If it's really crummy and unhittable, it's called a wide, and the umpire goes like this. And it's wide, and you get a run.
Now put a glove on. Come on.
No. He says he
I
plays
don't know how
cricket.
to use a glove. Is it alright to put my hand in some other guy's mitt? Whilst I'm mid, you know, if I haven't got in back to my mark at the stumps, you'll run out. You know. Shouldn't we go though? Shouldn't we get on the
Yeah, we should.
You got it.
I did, by a miracle of concentration.
We're just waiting for a goddamn mechanic, man.
Yeah. We're filming a film. It's called Cropped Out Parking Lot. And the concept is you just get a camera, a bunch of kids, pejorative term, people that are underage and shouldn't be allowed to drink, and you just film them after a concert.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Have you ever been to Gracelands?
Never.
I have. Elvis, if you read this, then I will know that you are still alive. I tried to drop out, but my dad said I should stay and finish my degree, so I did. English literature and philosophy. But I only got a 2-2. It's a real pain in the ass waiting for the tire.
Yeah.
Would you like a hot towel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from America. Like, what? What do you want to hear? We're near a swamp. Like, what? This fucking guy's playing guitar? Like, who is this? No, just kidding. Like, we saw you before, but like, he's great.
I'm gonna hit you with a football.
said, you know, folks, I found a young man that I think is really interesting. I think you'd like to see, and I think he's going to go a long way. Furlong Husky got him started, and they ripped his clothes off of him that night.
He don't look right to me. Get him up against the wall.
And we'll just pitch questions from behind.
Yeah.
So Ben, where did the Rebel name come from?
Oh, that's a good one. Was this film, The Rebel, and it's about an artist. It's a comedy, Tony Hancock from the '60s, and he's a regular like working stiff, and he works in the city and he hates his job, but he's an artist, so he becomes famous in Paris as this great young artist, pretending that these are his paintings, and eventually they're all sold and he has to come up with one himself, and the first one he comes up with is the foot, and it's just this really bad, like a child's painting of a foot with all like blues and yellows and reds, and obviously, you know, they're like, oh wow, and so it becomes a satire of the art scene, because he's coming out with these horrible paintings, which are hilarious, and that's it really, you know, and so I was into art, and all my friends were artists, and but I wasn't an artist, you know, and I thought my approach to art, and in fact music, was I was just going to be getting away with it, and so, you know, I identified with this character, you know, the rebel. He's kind of like an outsider. Yeah. It's funny because when I wrote that song, I was still very active in drinking and taking drugs and being very depressed and all that, and songwriting for me was a way out of it. And now, you know, I've got the best of both worlds, because I've ended up giving up drugs, giving up drink, and I'm still cranking out the hits. And but at the time, I didn't realise it, but at the time I was getting a sense of this without being able to actually escape from it. And you know, so I came to Austin and had a great time at South by Southwest, then went back to London, and I was just the same jerk again. And I think what I felt misguidedly was that being successful and being like loved by everybody was going to make me happy. But in fact, you know, I'm actually happy now, but it was giving up drinking and drugs for me that kind of did it. It wasn't anything to do with this illusion, you know.
So who's
Discuss, yeah.
totally like ripped you off that you hate?
I don't really know.
Spray paint?
I don't hate. But I don't hate.
We
spray. Wow, that's a good question. One that comes to mind is "I Like the Cock," which is a secret track on one of the Country Teasers CDs. Like that, and then I'm just whispering, "I like the cock, I like the cock," because where I lived in Walthamstow at the time, on the corner there was a pub called The Cock, and I walked past it, and it had a pool table, and I imagined going in there having 50 pints of beer, and so I was singing "I like the cock," and it had a fire, a nice warm fire, nice frame of pool, 50 pints of beer in the cock, and I like the cock, and it kind of builds up, and then a drone is coming in, because when the guy said, "What did he say? I like your shirt," or something, or "I like your sweater." It's not a sweater, it's got a zip. Again, in America, it's like, I was attracted again to country because it was like the Nashville 70s scene was, to me, ultra decadent, ultra white culture going over the cliff, and ancient Rome, you know, like just everything just dying, and agony and misery, anger, you know, defensiveness, people acting out in hostility because of fear, and, you know, I don't want to lose my money, I've got to hang on to it somehow. And so, yeah, I can get into that persona.
Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know.
Well, you know, I think you're wrong, but then, you know, I'm not a mind reader. So I don't know really what I am actually thinking. David, you don't do much singing, and your letters all say the same thing. The days melt into each other with the pills that you're currently taking. David, I hope you don't mind that I'm borrowing one of your songs. I tried to translate the lyrics, but I got them wrong. Hey Ben, I'm feeling much better than I ever felt before. So thanks for your typewritten letters, but I don't feel like singing anymore. I'm hearing your album just now for the first time. You don't sound like anyone else. I'm taking my pills and good care of myself. David, I hope you will write some more songs soon, and I hope I'll write some more too. I hope we'll write some together in the way that you said that we would do. David, I hope you don't mind that I'm borrowing one of your songs. I try to translate the lyrics, but I got them wrong. On Saturday, I was 23, but I look and feel like Jock Stein. I try to put everything into my songs, and I don't really have anything left to give in real life. I don't identify with that at all. For me, life is what's happening now. It's not about recording it in a song or having a souvenir like a Star Wars bit. Oh well, I'm sorry that you've got your shit sorted out and like you don't have to do anything. You probably just study your maths degree or whatever. I don't do maths. I study cut. I've run out of things to say.